Welcome to Mobile Car Mechanic. Today we're going to show you how to replace the oil filter housing gasket on this 2020 Hyundai Palisade. This is going to apply from 2020 all the way to 2025, as well as the Kia Telluride. Our parts and tools needed are going to be the gasket itself, along with a pick tool, a ratchet, a 10mm socket, 12mm socket, a flathead, torque wrench, and of course some brake cleaner or parts cleaner. Make sure you have your wheels chocked up as well as your emergency brake on. And then we have the jack point right there. Just gonna go ahead and jack it up. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and use a impact. If you don't have an impact, obviously what you need to do is loosen up the lug nuts while the tire is on the ground, but not all the way. And then once you have it jacked up in the air, then go ahead and loosen it the remaining way. But because we have an impact, it's a 21mm socket, by the way. We can go ahead and rip these off. All right, so now that we have this up in the air, I'm gonna go ahead and just give it a little smack. All right, and then I'm gonna go ahead and put a jack stand on. Might have been a good idea to do that before I took off the tire, but you guys can leave comments. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and put my jack stand probably around this area, like the lower control arm area on the subframe. Okay, and then I will lower it a little bit, just so that it rests on there, but I'll leave the jack in place too, just, you know, as an extra precautionary measure. So there we are. Good. Now the general area that we're going to work into is right here. So this is where the oil filter housing is. So you can see there's a bunch of oil and stuff around it. I think it might be easier to take out the wheel liner, but I could probably do it without it. So essentially we're gonna have a bolt there, here, there, and there. So I might try to see if I can do it without taking off the wheel liner, because that would just be one less step that I have to do. So let's see what we can do. All right, so now that we're under the vehicle now, so we're going to be working here in this area. I do have a pan because I'm pretty sure oil is going to probably leak out just because it's an oil filter housing. So we're going to go ahead and tackle all these 12mm bolts. So let's see if we can do it without taking off the stupid thing here. The wheel liner. It may help to take the bottom over here. I think this is a 10mm. My wrench keeps running into it, so let me go ahead and take that off, and then we'll go ahead and continue on. All right, so we have a 10mm bolt here, but it looks like there should be a clip right down this way too, where my finger is. So I'll pop that clip out and then take off this 10mm. It'll allow the splash shield to kind of bend a little bit so that our wrench is not running into it. So your clip is more, I don't know what the clip looks like on this piece, but more than likely it's going to be like one of these guys. So it has like a little gap that you can stick a flathead into and then pop out the clip. So once you pop that out, we'll go ahead and we'll loosen this up too. Okay. The never-ending screw here. There we go, finally it's out. So now we're going to go ahead and let that sit down this way. Should give us a little bit more room to go ahead and swing out the wrench. Okay. And these screws are kind of long, these bolts. Alright, so we got that one out. Let's go ahead and start tackling the others. Alright. And they're all the same length, by the way. So we'll go ahead and tackle this top one here. That one just wants to be a pain. I don't know why. Alright, and then we have one more right here. Let's go ahead and tackle this one. Alright, we'll probably notice some oil dripping at this point. If we don't, I'll be surprised. Alright, that should be the last bolt. Get our pan in order, and then we're going to go ahead and try to, pretty sure the gasket and all that stuff is probably kind of like stuck to it, so let's try to see if we can get it off. Alright, as you can see, we're getting oil out of there. Alright, so once we get it out, I got the housing over here. Let's see if I can pour it out. So you can see this is the mating surface here. This is the engine block, obviously, and then we do have the gasket here. As you can see, it's really flat and covered in oil, as rightfully so. So we're gonna go ahead and get this all the way out, and we'll show you how to take the gasket out of the assembly. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and try to use a pick. This is the gasket here, so it goes around this opening and this opening. So we're going to go ahead and try to see if we can stick our pick tool in there. More than likely it's really stiff. Okay. Feels like, I'm pretty sure it's going to break somewhere. There we go. Alright, so it's still rubbery, but not the way it's supposed to be. So now we're going to go ahead and take our brake cleaner. Just go ahead and give it a spray down, just to make sure that it's clean. And then I get my flathead, just kind of go around the perimeter of it. Alright, and then we'll go ahead and put the new gasket on here. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and replace the gasket. We chose to go to the dealer and get the part. So I'm going to go ahead and alright, so it's only going to go in one way, and that's this way right here. Just match it up. Make sure there's no dirt on there. Looks like there's something on here. Alright. And it has little barbs in it so that it keeps it in place. And we're just going to push it in until it bottoms out. It is going to stick out, that's normal. That's how it mates to the surface. Now that we have this in place, we're going to go ahead and clean the block side and then we'll go ahead and screw it in. All right, so I'm gonna just go ahead and spray some brake cleaner on this towel. I'm gonna try to wipe it down. Alright, so I'm just gonna spray it on there. I'm just gonna keep rubbing dirt everywhere at this point. Alright. Just want to make sure at least it's clean as it can get. Alright. Obviously the surfaces, you can see where the witness marks are on the gasket, so this is really more so the area that we need to clean. I'll spray it again. Let me see if I can get another paper towel. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and wipe it down. Alright, now we got a nice clean surface. We're gonna go ahead and mount the oil filter housing assembly onto the block and then start bolting it down. Okay. Fantastic. I guess none of these bolts want to thread in for some reason. That's kind of weird, but okay. Okay, now we're making progress. Just so you know, torque specs on these are 15 foot-pounds, so we're going to go ahead and torque them down once we get them bottomed out. Alright, well, at this point the threads are going to be kind of difficult to deal with because they just want to kind of be a pain. So we'll go ahead and tighten them down with a socket wrench, just because it's in the middle of, what do you call it? You can tighten it with your fingers, and then sometimes you can't. Okay, let's try this one here. Okay. Okay, and then the last one over here. Alright, I'm going to give them a little bit of a tightening. The torque wrench is going to be pretty big, and it's going to require long swings. All right, so those are down. Now we're going to go ahead and torque them to 15 foot-pounds. All right, let's see if we can get our wrench in there somehow. Okay, 15. Okay. And then the last one over here, 15. Looks like my wrench is being stupid now. So let's somehow fix that. Cheap Harbor Freight torque wrenches. You get what you pay for. All right. Alright, they're all torqued down. We'll go ahead and button up the splash shield here at the bottom with the 10mm bolt. So that's this guy right here. And then let's go ahead and screw it in. And it's a good idea to go ahead and spray down the area because obviously there's still oil here, so you want to have it clean. So just to make sure there's still no more oil leaks. I mean, as you can see, there's oil spread everywhere. So we got oil here on the pan, we got oil on the subframe. So this customer was quoted to have both an oil pan gasket done as well as the oil filter housing. But I think that this is mostly caused by the oil filter housing gasket. There could, I mean, the oil pan gasket could be bad too. But we're taking out, we're gonna check and monitor it and make sure that that it doesn't leak anymore after this. Alright, once we have that tightened down, just go ahead and make sure to put your clip over here into the fender liner. And that's it, we're done. Alright, we're going to put our wheel on. And then put the lug nuts in by hand. Now again, if you're doing this with a lug wrench or a torque wrench, or not a torque wrench, but a breaker bar and stuff like that, just go ahead and try to secure the bolts in as much as you can, and then we'll make sure that the tire is partially touching the ground with not all the weight on it to actually finally tighten it and torque it down. But since I have an impact, I'm not doing that. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and slightly jack up the vehicle so we can get the jack stand out. And we'll go ahead and proceed to lower the vehicle. And that's it, we're done. Thank you for watching Mobile Car Mechanic. Today we just showed you how to replace the oil filter housing gasket on this 2020 Hyundai Palisade. It's going to apply from 2020 all the way to 2025, as well as the Kia Telluride. Thank you for watching, and see you on the next one.